kind of taken off. Like, okay,
Run through a month
I get the point. Yeah, exactly.
You think CTE is a real thing?
No, it's an excuse.
I think asthma's an excuse too.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
No, that's a good take.
That's valid.
Yes, asthma's fake.
Is there anything worse than when you're in 4th grade and someone's huffing and puffing, you're just soft?
Yeah, just literally
be better.
Breathe air.
Hey, what's up, guys? So that was Cam Skattebo's comments during an interview, and the rookie got a ton of backlash for joking about CTE and asthma, to the point where the running back had to issue an apology on Twitter when he tweeted, "I recently did an interview and had a lapse in judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma. I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks, and I'll assure you that I'll be more mindful and respectful moving forward. Much love." And then his mom also chimed in, saying her son was being sarcastic and on many occasions had to run and get her an inhaler when he was a kid. Anyways, one person who did not find the joke funny and actually found it quite personal was Gerald McCoy, because he had 2 former teammates who allegedly battled with CTE. That said, listen to what Gerald McCoy had to say on Gil's Arena.
When I seen this on the rundown, I had to have, and I'm being dead serious, I had to seriously sit down and pray about what I was going to say on the show, because my initial human feelings was to disrespect both of them, because both of these topics are sensitive areas for me, and they hit home. But then I said, you know what, God, that's not me. I didn't want to react out of emotion, because that's not me. I would have got outside of myself reacting out of emotion. Skattebo, I'll say his name. I'm not going to say the other guy's name, because I think sometimes we give people platforms and voices that ain't earned it, so I'm not even going to say his name. But the things that were said, you got to be careful, because mental health is nothing to joke about, and it's very serious. And when I say it's sensitive for me, I'm going to let Cody get more into the CTE, but I have teammates who passed away. I played with in Tampa. Vincent Jackson, one of them. He suffered from severe alcoholism, and when they tested him, he was a 2nd degree or level of CTE, and that wasn't Vincent Jackson. This is the guy who was always with the military. You know, what's the military award that they give out every year to the NFL?
Salute the Service?
Salute the Service. He won the Salute the Service Award.
Yeah.
You know, this is who Vincent Jackson. Year after year, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. This is who Vincent Jackson was. And then recently, they released a video of Doug Martin, his arrest video. Anybody who knows Doug knows that wasn't Doug. Doug was full of life, loved to have a good time, played video games, just loved playing football and having a good time, dancing, all that. That was Doug. That video, that wasn't Doug. So clearly something happened mentally. This game we play is very difficult, but I want to talk about the asthma situation, because they talked about being in the 4th grade and kids breathing hard, and it was like, just breathe air. Well, if you knew what asthma was, is you can't just breathe air. It literally collapses your ability to breathe normally. So for me, that's very sensitive, because one, I grew up with asthma and I grew out of it, and they said guys are just soft. They ain't soft bone in my body. I wouldn't been able to play as long as I did if I was soft. I know another guy that we all know in here, he got asthma. I've watched him use an inhaler. You watched him use an inhaler. His name was Aqib Talib. I think we would all agree that there ain't a soft bone in Aqib Talib's body.
Hell no.
So we're talking about people being soft because they have asthma. Let me talk to both of y'all, and I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. You gotta be careful when you bring these things up, because I have children, and I don't believe either one of y'all have kids. If you do, God bless you. But have you ever had to sit in the hospital with your kid being hospitalized because of asthma? All times of the night, doctors coming in, hooking them up to tubes, telling you if their oxygen level gets below this, they could pass away. I have, multiple times, sat and watched my kid fight to breathe because she's dealing with asthma, having to be in the hospital multiple times because she can't breathe. As a dad watching his kid, that is hell to deal with, because you can't do nothing about it. You can't breathe for them. They're literally hooked to the best thing that can happen to help them breathe, and they're still not breathing properly. And this has happened multiple times. So when y'all sitting up calling people soft and making fun of real medical issues, because the guy, I'm not gonna say your name, but see, I don't just get on this couch and just talk. I actually researched. Didn't your career end because of blood clots? Ain't that a medical situation? So we sit here making fun of other medical situations, but your career ended, your athletic career ended because of blood clots. So is that fake? It's not fake, right? Blood clots is very real.
Very real.
So let's be careful what we're saying about these certain things, because you never know who it affects. So when I heard this, I was like, man, he is a kid. So that's why I kind of took a step back. Like, we all make mistakes. I made some very terrible mistakes. And that's why I decided to take that approach. Let's be very aware of the things we're saying and making light of and joking about for clicks, because it's not funny to everybody. And saying people are soft because they have asthma wasn't funny to me at all.
So yeah, clearly this was something that was near and dear to Gerald McCoy because he lost 2 former teammates who battled with CTE. But at the end of the day, Cam Skattebo is pretty young, and I think he was just messing around in the interview, so I don't think he meant any harm with his comments. Anyways, with that said, what do you think what Gerald McCoy had to say about Cam Skattebo?